They say that when Jesus left the tomb, he didn't walk into the morning air. He walked through light itself. A tunnel, invisible to the eyes of the unawakened, opened between worlds. Not a physical path, but a radiant corridor where matter surrendered to spirit. What if resurrection was never about escaping death, but about remembering the secret path of light that leads beyond it? And what if, through the same inner door, you too could step beyond the limits of the body and glimpse the eternal realm he entered? Tonight, we open the forgotten scrolls and uncover the mystery of the hidden light tunnel Jesus used to transcend death. The ancient puzzle, the forgotten bridge of light. In the centuries after the crucifixion, whispers spread among the early mystics, whispers of a radiant bridge Jesus crossed on the third day. The canonical Gospels spoke in symbols. A great light shone in the tomb. But the Gnostic texts, like the Gospel of Thomas and the Pistis Sophia, hinted at something deeper, a luminous passage between realms. The Essenes, among whom Jesus was said to have studied, taught of an inner sun hidden within every soul. To them, light was not just a symbol of God, it was the very fabric of consciousness. Ancient initiates of Egypt spoke of this same light as the duat, the pathway souls traversed to return to the source. In Tibetan tradition, it was the bardo of clear light. Across cultures, the pattern repeats. When the body dies, a tunnel of brilliance appears. But for the awakened ones, those who have already mastered the inner resurrection, this tunnel is not a doorway at death. It's a bridge they can enter while still alive. Could it be that Jesus, in his final initiation, consciously walked this inner bridge, merging with the current of divine luminosity that exists within us all? To understand the tunnel, we must first understand what it truly connects. The hidden mechanism, the inner science of the light tunnel. The tunnel of light was never meant to be understood as a tunnel of space, but a tunnel of frequency. When Jesus entered the tomb, he didn't confront death as an ending. He entered it as a doorway. Within the stillness of his final breath, the vibration of his being began to rise, harmonizing with the celestial current that links matter to spirit. Ancient mystics described this as the Great Coherence. In this state, the dense particles of the body loosen as light and consciousness intertwine. It is the same principle found in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Man is a star bound to a body until in the light he is freed by the flame. The tunnel appears when the frequencies of human consciousness match the frequency of divine light. It is not a tunnel one travels through. It is a resonance one becomes. Imagine a harp string vibrating in perfect tune with another across the room. When one hums, the other sings. In that same way, when the Christ vibration aligns with the source frequency, a bridge of light forms and the soul simply steps across. Modern physics now speaks of quantum entanglement, where particles remain connected beyond space and time. What Jesus demonstrated was the spiritual equivalent of entanglement. He became so attuned to the infinite that his essence could no longer be contained by the physical form. The light tunnel was not a miracle of escape. It was the ultimate act of remembrance. And here lies the secret that few dare to see. That tunnel is not up there in the heavens. It is within the human heart, the inner mirror, awakening the light tunnel within. Every sacred story is a mirror. The resurrection is not just about Jesus' transcendence, it's about yours. The same radiant current he entered lies coiled within you, waiting to awaken. The mystics called it the inner sun, the lamp of the heart, the golden thread. To walk the tunnel of light, one must first remember how to see it, not with the eyes of flesh, but with the eyes of the soul. Here is how the ancient initiates prepared for this journey. The first step, the stillness gate. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Feel the subtle hum within your body, the faint pulse behind every heartbeat. Do not chase it. Listen to it. That sound is the echo of the divine current flowing through you. Step 2. The inner radiance visualization. Inhale slowly, imagining golden light entering your crown. As you exhale, let that light sink into your heart. With each breath, feel the inner radiance grow, brighter, steadier, alive. Eventually, it begins to form a pathway before you, a glowing corridor stretching into infinity. This is your personal light tunnel, the bridge between matter and spirit. Step 3. The Christ resonance. Whisper inwardly, I am the light that was, the light that is, and the light that shall forever be. This affirmation aligns your frequency with the same current Jesus embodied, the vibration that transcends death, time, and illusion. Stay here. Feel the veil thin. The more you dwell in this resonance, the more the tunnel becomes real, not as vision, but as being. You see, resurrection is not an event to wait for. It is a vibration to remember. Each time you enter stillness and merge with that inner radiance, you are rehearsing the same sacred movement, the soul's passage from shadow to light, from finite to infinite. This is how we follow the footsteps of the Master, not through imitation, but through vibration. The tunnel is not behind us. It is opening now within you. The revelation, becoming the light that cannot die. In the deepest hour of the tomb, Jesus did not defeat death. He dissolved it. For death can only claim what is separate, what is bound to the illusion of form. But the light, the pure awareness at the core of all creation, cannot die. When the Christ consciousness awakened fully within him, the veil between worlds vanished. The tunnel was not an escape route. It was the moment he remembered himself as the very current of divine light that holds the universe together. And this is the mystery every soul must eventually rediscover, that the tomb we fear is not made of stone. It is made of forgetfulness. Every sorrow, every shadow, every fear is but a layer of dust covering the eternal flame within. When you awaken that flame, when you breathe light into every corner of your being, the tunnel appears and the walls of limitation crumble. You do not need to die to enter the kingdom. The kingdom awakens when you remember who you truly are. That is the secret Jesus embodied. To transcend death is not to flee from the body, but to expand beyond it. The light tunnel is not a passage elsewhere. It is the unveiling of the infinite here. You are not traveling through light. You are the light, discovering itself. And when you truly see that, death, time, and separation dissolve, leaving only the radiance that never began and will never end. The door that never closes. Somewhere in the stillness of your own being, a door is waiting. It does not open outward. It opens inward, into a realm where light and love are the same pulse. This is the tunnel of the awakened ones, not a passage of death, but a path of return. And maybe resurrection was never a miracle to be worshipped, but a map to be followed. For if the Master showed us the way through the tunnel, perhaps his message was not, "Look at what I did," but "Remember what you are." The question is, will you walk that path of light before your final breath? In our next journey, we will uncover the ancient keys the Essenes used to enter that light consciously, the hidden practices behind the resurrection mysteries. Until then, guard the flame, walk in,